Alright guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Jake Reilly, and today I'm doing a review on this Mercedes AMG C63s. Alright, so like I mentioned, this is the Mercedes AMG C63s. It is a fantastic beginner's AMG car. It has the V8 biturbo like it says on the side here, and the exhaust and the power and everything is just fantastic. I'm gonna start like I do with all my reviews at the beginning. Obviously we'll start at the beginning. We'll start at the front of the car, and I'll make my way to the engine and then the back, and then we'll go on the inside and talk about that. And then I'm lucky enough to be able to take this out on a short drive and show you how it feels on the road. Alright, so starting with the front end of the AMG C63s, you do have this aggressive large grille. It does need a lot of air for this 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 that Mercedes produces. This is smaller than some of the previous AMG C63 engines when they were naturally aspirated in like 6 liters. So it is a little bit smaller, but it doesn't suffer in the exhaust sound. It sounds fantastic. I'll play that for you in a little bit. This car does have 503 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque that is sent to the rear wheels via a 7-speed transmission. I love the front end of this car. The white with the black accents looks fantastic. You have these beautiful headlights up here. This is a pricier car. It starts at, I think, about $70,000. I'll have the price for you in a little bit. But this is a sedan, so it does have 4 doors. We're going to head to the side of the car now, and we're going to talk about that. But just appreciate the front end of this car because I think it looks fantastic. Alright, so as you can see, this car does have the performance wheels and the AMG red brake calipers. I think they look really good on this car, and you do have this kind of like a side skirt down here in black. All the accents on this car are black. It works really well with the white on the car. It's a really nice looking, subtle car. If you know what it is, you know how fast it is. If you don't know what it is, it just seems like another Mercedes. Let's head to the rear of the car now, where I'll be able to show you the exhaust tailpipes, which look really cool, and the exhaust note of this car. Alright, so onto the rear of this car, it's where you can tell the name of this insanely long named car. You have the Mercedes AMG C63s sedan. It's a really long name for a car. Just call it the C63s. But you do have quad tailpipes back here, 2 on each side, and it says AMG on them. I would assume this is the AMG performance exhaust. Here's a clip of the exhaust right now. Alright, so sitting inside the AMG C63s, this is a great place to be. The seats are fantastic in this car, very grippy. Steering wheel's nice. You do have Alcantara on here, which, because this car is used and it has 40,000 miles, it is worn down, but it's still pretty nice. Center console, wood trim everywhere. You have it on the door panels here with your really nice sound system. Automatic windows for all 4 doors. You have all these buttons here, so you might be wondering what they all are. This is your exhaust button. You can turn off your auto start stop on here. You can choose your different modes. You also have your changing it from automatic to manual with the paddles, and then suspension and traction control. Something I do want to point out with this car is the paddles definitely don't feel as good as the Alfa Romeo that I reviewed a few videos ago. These are a lot more like buttons compared to that, which was more clicky. And the other difference is these are stuck on the steering wheel instead of on the steering column, so they move with the steering wheel. Not a big deal, but some people prefer it the other way. Another interesting thing that probably takes some getting used to is the gear selector is where normally your wipers would be. So you use this to select your gear. I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know exactly how it works, but overall, really decent place to be. We're going to take this car out now on a drive and see how it handles and the performance. 503 horsepower should be pretty nice, and it should sound pretty good. So let's head out and drive this. All right, so sitting inside the C63s, we're gonna use the windshield wiper dial to put it into drive. I think we're in drive right now. So it definitely feels a lot more powerful than the Alfa Romeo I reviewed in the last video. We do have it in individual, so manual transmission, everything is very sporty, rides pretty smooth, but you can definitely tell that there's a big engine with the exhaust in the back. All right, so we're gonna do a little pull. I'll start in second gear. This is rear wheel drive, 506 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. So it definitely pulls, and brakes are pretty decent. And you get all those pops in the back there, which is kind of signature for AMG. All right, guys, so I forgot to film an outro for the AMG C63s video. So this is kind of my outro and final thoughts on the car. That same day that I reviewed that, I also reviewed the Alfa Romeo Giulia video. So go watch that video. It'll be linked below. But yeah, overall, the car was fantastic. The only downside I really saw was the transmission. The transmission was really bad on it. It took forever to shift, but I think the sound makes up for it. And then also just the power was insane. So over last summer of 2019, I actually got the chance to drive a McLaren 570S, and that car has a good bit more power and is definitely lighter than the C63s. But honestly, it felt very similar to that car, which is weird to say because I think this car was listed at $47,000 on the page compared to a 570, which is substantially more than that. But yeah, I thought this was a really great car at the price point. Obviously, this car competes with the BMW M3 and the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifolgio, I think, and then I guess now the Tesla Model 3 Performance. So I haven't driven any of those other ones, so I don't really know how it compares to those. But out of the box, I was very surprised with this car. Obviously, if you get a brand new one, they're going to be a lot more expensive. But for a used one with, I think this had 30 or 40,000 miles, I think it's a great deal. So yeah, thanks again for watching. And I am filming this after I uploaded my supercharged BRZ or FRS review that went up a few days ago. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It has gotten a lot more traction than I thought it would. So I thank you everyone for watching that video, and all the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. But once again, my name's Jacob Reilly, and I'll see you in the next one.